好 ，Good afternoon, everyone。好，等我睇下先。唉，等我睇睇啲嘢先嚇，check 啲嘢先。等我睇睇啲嘢嚇，我想睇睇你哋 assignment 嗰啲。跟住咧，跟住撈，跟住兩個 li， 一個孏，一個 li， 一個 ling， 一個了，一個係貓，一個係之後。我想問下你啊，我想問下你啊，卡娃係唔喺度啊？請問，卡娃，請問同學熟唔熟佢啊？卡娃，吓？卡娃，咦？點解去唔到嘅 message？卡娃係咪喺度？請問，卡娃係咯，卡娃。咁咗咧嗱，你哋咧 assignment 咧，我收到啦。咁咧就我會每一次過俾晒 feedback，我會可能今日可能改咗幾份，咁我就會 send 翻俾某啲同學，咁就等啲同學會知道哦，原來我咧就有咁樣，有咩錯處，點樣可以做得好啲咁樣。咁所以咧我就會應該 on and off 呢幾日咧都會有啲同學會收到我嘅 message 噶啦，知唔知道啊？OK。咁咧，等我睇下先下。all submit 哦 ，x 卡哇卡哇，你哋咧識唔識卡哇啊？如果識咧，可唔可以？因為佢咧嗱，我一冇 share 個 screen 嘅，因為佢同我講佢瞓過咗龍啊。卡哇係咪呢一個？點解冇7421？係咯，係啊，佢咧reason 係啦，佢都冇交到 NLP 啦，咁所以就可唔可以有同學咧？如果我識佢嘅話咧，可唔可以揾佢啊？幫我好唔好啊？好啦，嚟啦，我哋，唉，頭先過堂嘅時候咧，都有啲學生揾我，咁所以我都冇停過。有啲同學咧比較慘咧，佢個情況係因為爆咗 credit 啦，咁就有啲科冇得讀啦，咁跟住又冇得讀嘅時候，咁佢哋咪要去下年先至讀咯，冇得，即係我哋咁啱嗰季咧，暑假嗰季咧就冇呢一科，咁所以變咗咧，佢哋就冇得呢一科去冇得去，即係今年去畢業咯。好啦，anyway，好啦，嗱，now today 咧，we will need to talk about how to do the EA paper。嗱，我咧 before I ask you to do before I go through the EA paper, may I remind you of the deadline? Now, first of all, the deadline for NLP is coming. You only have about 10 days. Okay, so the 2nd of April is the deadline for NLP. Now, for NLP, please go to Moodle to do the quizzes and learn languages. Now, for learn languages, you will need to check the password and the username. So check your webmail. Okay, email was sent to you the 26th of January. 26th of January 得唔得？咁啊1月26號就我冇記錯1月26號啦，就 send 咗俾你，唔係我 send 啊，係 Learn Language send 俾你。咁你咧就 base on 個 username and the password 去 Learn Languages 嗰度做晒啲 quizzes 同埋 test 佢。 有冇問題？好啦，你知道咗之後咧，呢、個快啲做啦。嗱 Moodle 啦，以往咧學生同我講咧，其實可以抄嘅啲答案，但係佢今年改咗喎。佢改咗做咧係冇係新嘅 quizzes 啊，咁所以咧唔好去到最後尾諗住有嘢抄啊嚇，要全部自己做㗎。好啦，EA 咯喎，嗱，you know that the EA 咧 will be sometime like the end of April，你哋應該係咧22號到啦，你哋會交噶啦，你哋會1、2、3、17號你哋會收卷嘅，喺 Moodle 度 download 咁樣嘅，OK，咁啊仲有啲時間，仲有1個月到啦吓，咁好啦，我哋要做啲咩嘢啦？嗱，I will give you all the important documents。好啦，嗱，I'll give you all the important documents for EA 嘅 EA。Go to Teams here and then you will see all the important documents saved. We have this. We have this. We have this. We have this. And we have this. Okay? Now you have got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 files. Now, let me introduce to you what they are. Number 1 and number 2, they are called clinic. Now, clinic session papers, I will not use them in class. I will use them when we have something called extra lessons. Now, for extra lessons, it's optional for you to join or not. Don't worry, I would not take the attendance. Okay, so the attendance will not be counted. So don't worry, it's optional. 咁點解我會有一啲叫做 extra lesson 咧？In case 啲同學會覺得哇，上堂教嘅嘢唔夠，仲想聽多啲嘅，咁我會有額外嘅。但係咧，記住冇所謂㗎，join 就 join，唔 join 都冇所謂嘅。咁點解我哋會有咧呢啲叫做 clinic session 咧？如果咧喺學校嘅時候咧，我哋會喺 canteen 嗰間房嗰度咧。會考試期間咧，我哋係會開放咧，好多老師坐喺嗰度咧，就俾你哋去問嘢嘅。咁而家我哋冇嘛，咁所以唯有就係開網上咁去俾你問咯。好啦 ，another two set of paper 咧就係真係上堂 go through 嘅，叫做 practice paper one and practice paper two，知唔知道？好啦，呢個 practice paper one and practice paper two 咧係個 format 咧同 clinic 1同2係完全一樣，同你哋本書嘅 lesson 12係 exactly the same 嘅個 format，同埋同你哋嘅 EA paper 真正嘅 EA paper 都係模式係絕對一樣。咁所以咧，其實我攞是但一份同你哋 go through 咧，都係 prepare you for 個 test 嘅啫。有冇問題？好啦 ，and then 咧呢個就重要啦。我俾少少時間你望一望係咩嚟嘅先。嗱，this is very very important，but I give you time to take a look first。 睇完未？好啦，嗱。I think basically you know what it is. It is a report structure for you to use for your EA. Now, why would the teacher prepare a report structure for you? Now, long time ago, I think maybe 5 years ago or 6 years ago, I don't remember. The fail rate, the pass rate of this module is quite low. Quite a number of students fail. The main reason is that they didn't know that, for the EA of reports, they will need to prepare. They might think that English EA paper for EA in English, maybe it's just like writing email, writing letter, there's nothing to prepare. But that is not the case. Okay, that is not the case. Email, letter, you really have nothing to prepare because you base on the email and then you answer the question. But report would be very, very different. 寫個 report 我哋係要知道 introduction, purpose, methodology, was were PP, findings, conclusion, summary， 你要記㗎。咁所以啲學生咧用咧以往考英文嘅態度咧，冇嘢去準備去考咧，咁咧個 fail rate 係相當高㗎。可能講真10個裏邊咧，都可能有4個同學咧係會肥佬㗎。咁所以咧，我哋後尾咧就改咗啦。不如我哋咧俾啲指引學生，咁等啲學生咧就去呢度 ，OK？ 俾啲學生咧就去有啲指引，譬如 intro、methodology、findings， 我哋整好晒。嗱，但係整好晒之餘咧，其實你哋唔可以跟嘅咧係個 finding 係冇得跟㗎 ，finding 係冇得跟㗎。咁 finding 佢冇得跟嘅時候，就要靠你學完之後去寫。但係咧 intro 啦、methodology 啦、conclusion 同 recommendations 咧就有得跟，因為我哋已經俾咗你啦。咁但係你哋係需要做啲咩嘢啦？你都係需要啲窿窿咧係要去填嘅。咁啲窿窿咧都要我上堂教你哋啦，你先識得去填嘅。好 OK？ 嗱 ，anyway 啦，呢個 report structure 係 very important 嘅，知唔知道 ？OK？ 好啦，嗱 ，today we will need to talk about findings first， 因為 findings 係冇嘢跟，因為每次嘅 EA 嘅 paper 嘅內容都唔同，我點會估得到教得到你哋啦？係咪啊？所以我只會練習。好，我哋望望是但一份 sample。嗱 ，I take practice paper 1 as the example，OK？ 嗱 ，every time the EA paper, the practice paper will look like this. First of all, this is the background to let you know who you are, and then your position, and then your company. And then the email will say the same thing. That is your boss wants you to do something. 咁個 boss 叫你做啲咩？就一定叫你咧幫佢揀一個合適嘅乜咧。咁乜 can be a product, can be a plan, can be a package, can be a location, can be a service plan, okay? Or can be a training course, can be a tour. 總之就係要你咧揀啲嘢嘅。咁老闆叫你揀啲嘢嘅時候咧，必定有啲 requirement set 咗俾你嘅。Usually 4唔係 usually 係 must be 4 requirements， 係 based on 4個 requirements。And then 咧，你就會有個 comparison table， 睇下佢嗰4個範疇裏邊咧嘅嘢咧係乜嘢，知唔知道 ？OK， 咁佢咧呢一啲咧嘅形式咧會出現喺我哋嘅 practice paper 同埋 clinic paper， 或者你係本書嘅 lesson 12咧都係一樣。嗱 ，see who you are 啦 ，your position and your company 啦 ，email from your boss 啦 ，ask you to select something 啦 ，and then 4 requirements 啦。嗱 ，based on 個 4 requirements and then the content 啦 ，course fee 啦 ，activities 啦 ，blah blah blah 啦，見唔見到啊？咁我咧唔會同你哋講 intro、methodology、conclusion 同 recommendation 嘅，我淨係同你操咗 finding 先。OK， 好啦 ，now 我喺我開始之前 ，I would like you to go to the Google document 先。 嗱，this is the Google document。好啦，嗱 Google document。Can I ask you, please go to the Google document？好啦，我乜嘢都唔講先，盡量揾多啲同學入嚟啊，好唔好啊？每人起碼寫3句啊。Answer this question。我聽我唔教咧 comparison 嘅情況下，你哋識唔識得 Fairwood 大快活 Hotel Restaurant？OK？Can you tell me? Can you do a comparison and contrast of these two things？咁啊，有多啲同學啦，好唔好啊？好冇？好，咁我咧俾5分鐘時間你哋，好唔好啊？我想你哋係即係譬如我呢度咧係一個同學咧係至少寫3句，即係你當係你咧，譬如 I want you to give your presentation。Can in the presentation I would like you to compare and contrast Fairwood and the hotel restaurant. Try your best. Any information you have, just let me know。就唔好咧分開係啦，即係當一個人啦，你有幾多就講晒幾多出嚟。 我點解叫你哋寫咧？除咗聽下你 grammar 之外，有一樣好重要咧，就係咧，我喺 final year 咧，我喺大學嗰陣時候咧，最尾一個考試咧，就叫我咧要去比較兩條理論啊。我係好慘烈嘅嗰次衰得，我想睇下你哋會唔會同我一樣？有冇第三個同學幫手啊？有冇第三個同學幫手？嗱，第三個同學咧，可唔可以咧？第三個同學唔好睇其他同學寫咗啲咩，試下寫。我想知道咧，我唔講，唔俾 comment 住先，快啲。 可唔可以幫我閂門啊？唔該。Okay, thank you so much 啦。Well written for number 1 and number 2, well written. But what I want to tell you is, do you see I highlight the hints already? Now, what I want to tell you is when I was in year 3, I'm in the final year of my university education. So the last exam lasts for 3 hours. And then the candidates were asked to compare 2 theories, 兩條 theories 啊。So the very simple, just say compare and contrast 啦，兩條理論咁樣。好啦， so after finishing the exam, okay, so I after leaving the exam venue, I talked to my classmate. So I asked my classmate, hey, what did you put? What did you write? And then my classmate told me blah, 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 blah. And then I was like, huh? 點解你會寫埋佢相似嘅地方啊 ？So the question is 比較喎。And then my classmate told me 比較嘅意思係你要講佢相似同唔相似嘅嘢，呢個先叫做比較喎。你比較就以為講佢唔似嘅地方啊，比較咧你都要去講佢嘅 similarities。嗱，咁所以咧點解我會係咧喺我嘅 final year 嘅嗰個經驗咧就〜即係最尾嗰次考試咧就麻麻地，就係咁嘅原因啦。咁啊啱啱好合格嘅。咁啱啱我合格嘅係因為我就嗰條答得好足咯。我答佢嘅 differences 嗰度咧就答得好足，咁啊差唔多即係中晒咁樣樣。咁但係咧 similarities 咧我係 barely 即係 touch on 到個 similarities 我係即係冇㗎。咁所以咧 number 1 and number 2 I say well written because these students did the job of contrast 咧係 really well 嘅。但係咧個 similarities 咧就冇做到啦。咁但係咧寫得好豐富咧就係嗱，呢個同學叻嘅地方咧係 eating at Fairwood， 佢唔會話 Fairwood is cheaper than hotel restaurant 喎。佢識得講乜嘢平啲啊？食嘢喺嗰度平啲啊。Eating at this place is cheaper than at that place。好啦，不過 however 咧，我哋係用一個比較 formal 嘅 however。咁所以咧，我哋一定要 full stop 嘅。However, the food in hotel restaurants 咧 taste better。點解用 however 啦？我睇唔明喎。大快活食嘢係平啲嘅喎，但係咧，因為佢咁樣啊，嗱 Fairwood 先 hotel restaurant 後，跟住咧就 hotel restaurant 先。Fairwood 後咁，所以我望落去我就會，咁樣要翻睇咯。嗱，呢個亦都話埋俾你哋聽啦。改卷嘅時候，我哋有樣嘢咧就叫 成個嗰個連貫性啊。咁就係咧，你讀落去咧會俾人覺得你咧流唔流暢嘅。咁呢個咧就係佢冇 grammar 錯，其實已經係一個好流暢嘅表現。但係咧就好似頭先咁啦，我都會睇一睇。Eating at Fairwood 咧，however the food in hotel restaurant tastes better。咦？咁可能我會咁寫。Eating at Fairwood is cheaper than at a hotel restaurant. However, the food at Fairwood does not taste as good as 個 hotel restaurant 嘅。可能我會咁樣寫咯。But more importantly，咁咧就有 however 有 but 咧，就通常都唔會嘅。我哋就會 more importantly 咧 ，the diner atmosphere 啦 in the hotel restaurant is better than。好啦，嗱，重複又重複咗咧幾個地方係咪啊？咁我哋可以用咧 the former、the latter， 知唔知道？有冇問題 ？The former and the latter。咁呢個咧就可以咧代替咗，唔好成日都寫 Fairwood 同 hotel restaurant 啦。不過去到考試咧，我哋會叫你寫 A 同 B 嘅嚇。好啦 ，the ambience of hotel restaurant is better than。好，呢個真係錯得好好啊！ 呢個位 Can anyone tell me？我哋點樣可以改靚佢啊？有冇人知有咩錯？嗱，呢個錯咧係好高程度嘅錯嚟㗎。其實成一個同學都幾好㗎啦英文，但係咧冇可能冇留意到啊？有冇人知啊？
係咪要加翻個 the？
唔係，咁少嘢唔會特登拎出嚟講。呢個錯處係應該有90%同學都會錯嘅。好，有咩錯啊 ？Can I ask you to look at this？
係咪要後邊寫翻 than the price of B 啊
Very, 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 very good. What's wrong if you do not put the price 啊？What's wrong？
你講咗話個食物平過 B 咯，但係其實係平過 B 嘅食物，平過 B 食物。
Exactly，全對全班同學都要記住，呢一個係基本上全部同學都會犯錯，除非真係英文係個 sensitivity 好高嘅同學係先至唔會犯嘅咋。嗱，呢個同學就可能唔會犯啦，因為佢好有佢咧喺呢啲位咧識得咁樣加咧，即係佢有呢個 sensitivity 㗎。好啦，咁我哋咧唔想咁核突啊，咁樣咧，如果我唔想咁做咧 ，so what can I do？ The price of the food in A is cheaper than the price of the food in B。我唔想啊，點好咧 ？So 呢個位可以用 that of B， 明唔明白？咁所以呢度係啦 ，the ambience of hotel restaurant the ambience of hotel restaurant is better than that of 就得啦，明白？Oh, the service of hotel restaurant is more considerate than firewood. The service of restaurant is more considerate than that of firewood finish food faster。好，呢個咧，好呢句點睇？呢句點睇？有咩問題 ？Come on，有咩問題啊？嚇？咧you know 因為我今日啲堂係連住，其實我日日啲堂都係連住。頭先個堂咧，啲同學咁樣寫，嗰句係咩啊 ？Let me think。佢話啊，係啊，佢咁寫啊 ，fair wood save more time than the restaurant in the hotel 啊。咁呢句又有咩問題啊？不如講呢句先啦，咁你就知道啦，之前嗰句點樣改㗎啦。Fairwood saves more time than the restaurant in a hotel 知唔知錯乜嘢啊 ？Fairwood saves more time 嗱，I can save time，OK，即係好似我咁啊，我要而家平時我家務唔使我做嘅，咁而家我喺屋企我就要做家務啦，咁我咧就要點樣咧？咁我就一大盆水開咗之後咧，就將所有菜掉晒落去浸咗先，咁啊擠啲嘢落去浸，咁浸完之後咧就一次過洗，咁因為我想 save time 咯，我唔通我仲今日早餐嘅菜先洗 ，lunch 嘅遲啲，完咗頭5點半完咗之後就再洗晚餐，咁啊死啦，係咪啊？咁所以我咧就將草木啊所有嘢掉晒出去，一大個好大嘅筲箕咁樣，全部裝住晒去洗咁樣。Because I want to save more time. Okay, I can save time. But if you say fair would save time 啦，咁呢個死物嚟嘅，點會 save time 啊？明唔明白？ So just like this sentence written by your class. Fair would finish food faster than 嗱。If you say fair would finish food 咧，就變咗做咧呢個係個口，有個人有個口，咁咧 fair would 就變咗一個人啦。嗰個人咧就食嘢咧就快過啦。咁我估咧係咪想講佢 serve 啊？係咪呢個餐廳咧去 serve 啲食物啊？係咪啊？Fair would serve food faster than a hotel restaurant， 知唔知道啊？咁同樣道理啦，呢個咧唔係 save more time 啦，應該係呢度咁講 ，dining in Fairwood，OK，saved more time than that of in the restaurant in the hotel， 咁樣咯，知唔知道？好啦，咁咧講咗 grammar 咯喎，咁我哋其實咧，我最主要咧帶出個重點就係咧，你哋陪咗我啦。我以前咧就係唔記得咗講 seminalities， 原來你哋都係，咁所以咧我會咧加個 seminalities，I would say both 咧 Fairwood and hotel restaurants also provide food and beverages 嘅。They also welcome anyone to dine in or order take away food， 知唔知道？嗱 ，this is the comparison. Yeah, this is the comparison, and this is the see eating at Fairwood is cheaper than sorry, both A and B also provide food and beverages。佢哋兩間咧都係有食物同飲料㗎。佢哋都咧歡迎任何人咧去入去食嘢啦，或者咧 order 一啲咧 take away 嘅嘢嚟㗎。咁咧就喺 Fairwood 食嘢咧就平啲嘅，不過一啲食物咧喺 Fairwood 嗰度咧就冇咁好味。最重要嘅咧就係咧個 dining atmosphere 咧係冇咁好添咁。嗱，而如果你咧去做比較嘅時候咧，你個次序都係跟翻 Fairwood 先咧，咁會容易啲睇咯。但係唔係話錯，只不過就睇嗰陣時咧會有丁丁咁多嘅影響。O 唔 OK 啊？好啦，嗱 ，I spend so much time. What do I want to talk about？ 嗱 ，I want to bring up a point that is don't just focus on the differences. You also need to talk about the similarities. Now, I know that today we may not have time to go through the similarities and then the differences, the expressions， 一啲句式啊，一啲嘅 structures 咧，去做嘅。咁所以咧，我會話俾你聽，下個星期咧，我哋係會講呢版好重要。好啦，今日咧 ，what do we talk about？ 嗱 ，let me give you 一個 see sample 先。嗱 ，this is a sample finding section to let you see. Oh, for this finding session, okay, for this finding session, we expect student to write something like this. We expect student number 1. Able to write higher, more, better, higher, cheaper, more. Do you see？ 嗱，we expect that when you do comparison 比較嘅時候咧，一定會有啲more 嘅嘢。OK，that is number one。好啦，number two 啦，就係我哋要下堂去講啦。We will use some structures, while 啦，whereas 啦，on the other hand 啦，however 啦，O 唔 OK？However 啦，on the other hand 啦，although 啦呢啲啦，全部呢啲我哋都係會咧要期望會見到嘅，因為你要做比較。嗱，做比較你唔可以咧，只係講 A is full stop，B is 知唔知啊？你要一定要講咧，雖然 A 係咁 ，B 就係咁，你一定要有啲雖然啊、不過啊、但是啊，一定要嘅。O 唔 OK？好啦 ，number three 啦。You will need to use something called introductory phrases， 一啲介紹㗎啦。哦，關於個價錢，關於準確性，關於個高度，關於咧個服務。In regard to, as for, concerning, regarding, taking into account， 全部呢啲咧，我哋都期望。咁因為你哋考試咧，其實得4個範疇嘅啫，咁所以其實咧你就用4段嘢就得㗎啦。OK？ 好啦，嗱 ，this is only a sample，see？好 ，next 喎，嗱 ，what do we go through next 咧 ？OK， 好啦 ，next 喎 ，adjectives 喎。嗱 ，for adjectives，you know that when we make comparison，we say that A is 乜乜 than B 咧，咁你會話A is 咧 better。Now we try not to use good better. Now you look at the remarks here. The remarks here say that we try to be objective 嘅，好客觀㗎。唔好咧講到話正啲啊，好啲。嗱，其實我唔係好知咩叫做好啲啊、靚啲啊、吸引啲啊咁樣。咁我哋係會點樣啊？我哋係會有啲實在嘅，譬如佢係平啲，佢經濟啲，佢比較容易到達啲，佢比較咧。窄喎，佢比較咧係服務冇咁好喎，冇 sorry 冇話唔用個好字啊，佢比較咧個服務咧冇咁保證喎，佢比較服務冇咁全面喎，佢比較兼容喎，我哋會實在有啲字眼嘅 ，we try not to use good 啊、bad 啊、better 呢啲咁嘅字眼 ，O 唔 OK 啊？嗱 ，that's why I would like to introduce this table to you. Now for this table, I know that some student may not have the book. 咁如果咧？對呢啲學生冇書嘅咧，嗱 ，I put it here。好，咁呢 part 咧就俾你哋做嘅，因為呢頭先嗰 part 做完，咁我會解咗先俾你哋去做嘅 ，OK？ 嗱，我咧就間住咗好多 remarks 咧，就話俾你聽，其實嗰啲字咧係一組組㗎。咁你當你知道佢一組組嘅時候咧，咁你就知道哦。When I talk about surface 咧，我可以用呢啲字。當我講儀器嘅時候，我可以用呢啲字；當我講措施嘅時候咧，我可以用呢啲字。OK， 我哋而家咧一路睇咗 delete 咧，你都要睇埋咗個答案㗎啦，已經。好啦 ，shall we go through？ 嗱，記住 ，we try not to use good 啊、better 啊、more 啊，即係唔會淨係咁簡單。我哋係要實在話俾人聽，我中意你啊，你好啲啊。咩叫好啲啊？哦，你係比較個人咧係全面啲，你比較係個人品上邊咧係和藹可親啲，就唔會話你人品好啲，明唔明啊？好 ，shall we go through these together？ 好冇？好啦 ，first of all，let's look at the thing highlight in pink。嗱，these are about the about price and cost 啊。嗱 ，affordable 可以負擔啦 ，competitive 好具競爭性嘅 ，economical 平價好經濟嘅。Now we are now on the book page 71. Expensive 好貴啦 ，reasonable 合理嘅。OK， 嗱 ，for all the words in pink， 即係講緊啦錢嘅，得唔得 ？OK，affordable 可以負擔得到啦 ，competitive 好具競爭性啦。好啦 ，how about the blue one？ Bulky, compact, portable. Okay, so these three means 好大嚿 ，compact 啦，好輕巧 ，portable 可以攜帶出街嘅。譬如我會話 notebook is portable，we will not say PC 係 portable 噶嘛，係咪啊 ？We say PC is not portable。notebook 啦 ，notebook computer 啦 is portable because notebook computer is more compact than PC 嘅。PC 啦 is more bulky because we have a big monitor and then we have the case 係咪啊？好啦 ，and then we have blue one obsolete and outdated 已經係 out 咗啦，俾人遺棄咗，唔要噶啦，丟棄咗噶啦 ，obsolete。咁啊，譬如 CD-ROM is obsolete 啦 ，outdated。好啦 ，and then we have the yellow one 啦 ，stylish and versatile。嗱 ，stylish 好有型格啦 ，versatile 好多樣化嘅，即係唔係好古板嘅，好多樣化嘅。通常 we talk about the design 啦 ，the design is stylish。The design is versatile， 好多樣化嘅，唔係好古板嘅。And then we have cramped. This one is cramped. And then we have spacious. 好啦 ，what does it mean by cramped and spacious 咧？嗱 ，cramp 咧好窄嘅，好細嘅。spacious 咧就大嘅。好啦 ，feasible and workable。feasible, workable 可行的，可行的。行得通的 ，OK， 好啦 ，and then we have the purple one beneficial。嗱，我唔建議用咧紫色呢啲字眼 ，beneficial 係有益 ，desirable 係理想 ，favorable 係好。咁呢幾個咧，我覺得都係比較主觀啊，冇乜實際嘅講到，所以我唔係好建議用嘅。好啦，跟住啦，散收收呢啲咯喎 ，accessible 地方多啦。可以去得到的 ，accessible 可以去得到的 ，achievable 可以獲取，可以即係達成嘅。嗱，咩叫可以達成咧？It's just achievable that 95% of the Hong Kong people are vaccinated。係咪真係可以達成得到咧？有95% 嘅人咧打針咧 ，achievable。advanced 先進啦。complicated 複雜 ，convenient 方便 ，customer oriented 以顧客為中心嘅 ，durable 耐用嘅 ，durable 耐用嘅 ，effective 有效啦 ，efficient 有效率 ，energy efficient 嗱有效率，電方面、能量方面有效率，即係話慳電啊。functional 功能性嘅，有功能性嘅 ，incompatible 唔能夠兼容啦 ，practical 實際啦，好有好 practical 好實際嘅 ，remote 啦好遠啦 ，sustainable 可以持續。user friendly 咧係 easy for 個 users to use 嘅。嗱 user friendly 咧點樣對佢 user friendly 嘅？即係話嗰樣嘢好容易用嘅喎。我哋一口氣講咗好多啦。好 ，it's your turn。嗱 ，I would like you to come on, please. Can you do this one？ 好啦，我哋考咧就好少考 product 嘅，通常考 service 多嘅。咁如果講到 service 嘅時候 ，size 啦，我哋係會用咩字眼呢？ price 用咩字眼啦？設計用啲咩字眼啦？得唔得？好啦 ，at the same time we also have a break，好唔好啊？咁咧 we come back and check the answers，OK？We check answers and continue。3、4、5啦，OK？ Are you here? Are you here? Okay. If you are still here, that's really good. If you're not here, then shall we come back? Now, let's see. Now, I can share with you the topics of the EA before, right? So in the past, we had a topic about 2 meeting plans, 2 study packages, 2 study tours, 2 advertising packages, 2 locations 嗰個係因為要去鋪頭，要去擴充營業，要揀個新嘅地點啊。So 2 locations。咁頭先我講啲咩 2 study packages 啊、2 plans 啊、2 tours 咧，通常都係講話啊，我哋要揀個團咯，俾啲同事咯，揀本書俾同事咯，揀個meeting 一個 training 嘅 course 俾同事咯，揀間 hotel 俾同事咯，去獎佢哋。揀一個賣廣告嘅套餐俾公司咯，係咪啊？產品多唔多咧？買部咩機啦？少啲嘅機 ，all right， 但係 service 就會多咯。好啦，咁所以咧，我哋望一望先下。嗱 ，when we talk about functions 啦，即係我少話出 products， 但係我哋都唔肯定一定100%係唔會出㗎嘛，係咪啊？咁如果咧真係出 products 咧 ，OK， 嗱 ，really good，you know that practical functions 啦。And then we have functional 啦 ，more functional， 你可以話佢多啲功能嘅 more functional， 佢可以個功能上面係 more advanced 嘅 ，very good，very good。好啦 ，size 方面咧，我哋就唔會講個 low size 喎 ，sorry 嚇 ，spacious 都唔會。嗱 ，spacious 咧係好有空間感啊。咁如果我哋講一個產品嘅 size 咧，就唔會好有空間感㗎。我哋只要話佢好 compact， 好輕巧啦，好 portable。可攜式啦 ，and cram 好窄都唔會喎，但係 bulky 就會啦 ，bulky 就好臃腫啊 ，OK 好累贅嘅 weight 啦，嗱如果個 weight 咧 ，of course you can say heavy 同 lightweight， 但係如果我哋個 weight 咧，我哋就唔會話個 bulky， 因為 bulky 係形容咧個 size 而唔係形容個 weight 咯，知唔知得？好啦，呢 part 咧就應該冇嘢錯啦。Affordable price, very good, expensive, reasonable。好啦，仲有一個叫 competitive 喎，具有競爭性嘅喎個價格。嗱 ，accessible，I'm sorry，accessible 係講好容易去到達到㗎，可以好容易去到㗎。咁講地點先得咯。accessible 係講地點先得咯，咁就唔關咧錢事。好啦，個 design 啦，嗱個 design 好 user friendly 咧，個設計好 user friendly 啊！如果我設計咧，我即刻會諗起咧佢個外觀咯。咁所以咧個外觀咧，我會淨係諗到係 stylish 啦，同埋 versatile。但係咧個設計咧會唔會話好 obsolete 嗱 ？obsolete 咧 user friendly 都 OK 嘅 ，convenient design 啊，sorry 啊 ，convenient 應該呢度啊，個 functions 好 convenient 啊。我哋會話個功能好方便，就唔會話個設計好方便。中文就會咁講，但係英文就我哋會話個 function 好 convenient。好啦，個 design 咧 obsolete， 嗱 obsolete 係咩嚟嘅咧？嗱 obsolete 咧 ，if you look it up， 見唔見到啊？望唔望到啊？呢啲咧就 obsolete 啦。咁所以咧，我哋就如果形容一樣嘢咧，個設計咧就會 obsolete 嘅，知唔知道 ？obsolete 咁可能你講佢 obsolete 喺呢度咯 ，negative 呢度咯 ，obsolete。好嗱 ，positive 嘅字眼話佢好 durable 啦，好 functional 啦，可以啊，好 practical 都得嘅喎。practical 啦，知唔知道？efficient 咧，係咪啊？慳電啦 ，energy efficient 啦，有效率啦，慳電啦，咁樣樣咯。OK？negative 嘅不兼容好好啦 ，obsolete。 係啦 ，incompatible 寫咗啦，係啦。好啦 ，policy 啦，嗱 policy 咧，我哋會用一個字 achievable。點解會 achievable 咧？啲政策達唔達成到㗎？你話希望你有7成人打針，跟住有8成，跟住9成，而家9成半啦，唉，實 achievable 啦。香港人咁合作係咪啊？你睇下先前最初話7成，跟住8成、9成，而家9成半啦，真係幾合作我哋大家。好 achievable 即係可以達成到嘅 ，sustainable 啦。呢一個咁嘅措施咧 ，sustainable 即係話可唔可以持續？知唔知道啊 ？And then reliable 都係啦 ，equipment 可以係 reliable 嘅。如果成日都壞嘅，係咪啊？咁呢個就 unreliable 啦。OK，另外地點啦，係咯 remote 啦。嘿，點解咁搞笑嘅 rent 咧？嗱 rent 咧，個 rent 即係個租金啊。點解話佢好嘈同好靜嘅？地點可能話佢好好嘈好靜，租金可以係負擔得到嘅。我諗係呢啲啦，同錢一樣啦，係咪啊？但係我哋好少話好貴嘅好經濟嘅租金同埋好具競爭性嘅租金嘅。通常我哋話好低嘅租金，好高嘅租金 low high， 咁我哋就反而唔會用 expensive 呢啲字眼嘅。size 啦 ，just now I said crowded and spacious 咯，知唔知道啊 ？crowded spacious 咁樣咯。睇下仲有咩字先？workable 政策啦。effective 政策 ，suitable 嘅政策 ，beneficial 呢啲字我反而少啲會用嘅，呢啲咁樣咯。咁仲有啲咩字未用過咧 ？user friendly， 哦 ，user friendly 咧，sorry 啊 ，user friendly should be here 喎，喂 ，functions 啊，嗱，佢個功能咧係好容易俾人使用嘅 user friendly， 呢度都係一部機器好 user friendly， 但係我哋咧嘅設計咧，如果個 design 咧，通常我哋係講緊佢個真係個樣啊，知唔知啊？咁就差唔多啦，我諗應該咧就齊啦。嗱 ，here comes a list of adjectives。咁咧，希望你哋咧真係要去到做 EA 啦，唔好啲 adjective 咧全部都係咧，即係唔好成日都去用住啲 better 啊、good 啊嗰啲咧，係咯。等我諗下先嚇，仲有啲咩提你哋咧？好，仲有嘢提你哋嗱。嗱，when we say A is more functional than B，OK，A is more effective than B， 咁我哋咧就要去溫到咧呢一紮字啦，就叫做 comparative adjectives。嗱，comparative adjectives，if you look at the book, you see here. Now we've got a table here to explain to you, not explain. I think it is a revision because you learned these things in long time ago, maybe in primary school or secondary school, right? So now we take it as revision. Now I do not want to use this table. I want to put it in our Google document. Now, although you have already learned, okay, you may have forgotten. So that's why I need to do a revision with you. Now, when we do a comparison, we use a comparative adjective. 咁點解用 comparative not the superlative 咧 ？superlative 嘅意思即係用到 the most 啦，同埋咧 the coldest 啊、the longest 啊、est 咁嗰個㗎，知唔知啊？咁你用咗 est 啊呢啲字眼咧，即係話三樣嘢當中佢係最嘅。But you know that for our EA paper，你淨係兩樣嘢去比較，so that's why we only have more 或者用 er 啊。咁你記住啦，好多同學會錯嘅咧，係錯呢個位。We say A is colder，譬如 today is colder than，譬如我咁樣寫啦 ，today is colder than yesterday，OK？咁但係咧，你只可以咧，一係用 er，一係用 more，你就冇得有 more 有 er 嘅。咁呢個咧就比較多同學犯錯，譬如 shorter，咁你話啊個 duration of A 咧 is more shorter than B 咧，咁呢個就錯得好轟烈啦。咁記住個 definition 係定義係 whenever you use more，OK，er，OK，but we never use 有 more 有 er，知唔知道？有冇問題 ？OK， 好啦，咁我哋溫翻啦。In what situation we use more？ 嗱 ，three syllable 三個音節嘅 adjective 咧，我哋就會用 more 噶啦。點樣三個音節咧 ？Interesting 啦，多過三個音節 satisfactory、comfortable。OK，so easy。You say more interesting, A is more interesting, A is more comfortable。咁你就絕對唔會話 A is more comfortable 噶啦，係咪啊？你亦都唔會寫 A is convenient 啦。咁所以咧，三個音節或以上咧係最超級容易嘅。好啦，一個音節都好易啦 ，er、hotter、shorter、bigger、smaller 呢啲好淺啦，呢啲係咪啊 ？hot 啦、big 啊、long 啊、short 啊呢啲啦，呢啲唔溫啊。好啦，最難咧就係呢度。Can I ask you to take a look first？ 點解咧？但係兩個音節咁煩嘅，有兩樣嘢嘅咧？你睇下。好啦，睇完啦嘛。好啦，點解我話咧 two syllables adjective 咧會難咧？因為大部分同學呢度咧都係會用 more 㗎。嗱 ，careful，you know that more careful、more careless、more thoughtful，right？more handsome，right？你一定會識㗎啦。但係咧呢一 part 咧，大部分同學都會用 more 㗎。more happy、more lonely、more happy，right？But I'm sorry to tell you because of the spelling end in y。嗱，when the word the adjective is ends in y 咧。You will need to put it I, er, get it? OK? I, e, r。咁所以咧，呢個咧你就要顛覆咗你哋之前嘅諗法啦。你之前嘅諗法係會點樣啊？你之前嘅諗法就係所有嘢咁巧口兩個音節，咁但係呢紮就唔係啦。好啦，俾多個你啊 ，friendly 啊，誒點解咁嘅？friendl 係啦 friendly 啊咁樣 friendly 啊，係咪你哋會覺得 more friendly 咧係順口啲啊？係咪啊？其實 friendly 咯，係咪好難接受咧？係咪啊？好啦 ，so we also have something called irregular adjectives。irregular 意思即係咧冇嗰個即係冇一個規則性嘅，即係唔可以話1、2、3咁樣嘅。咁啊 good 變成 better，bad 變 worse 啊 ，far 叫 farther 呢啲咯，得唔得？咁呢個咧亦都係一樣嘢要同你溫嘅。OK，so that is on page 72啦。好啦，嗱 last 咯喎，哎呀，呢個咧 I want you to do it yourself。You go to the Google document and then you show me the answers。 好，1、2、3、4、5、5、6、7、8，8個。好，二，and then 2、3、4、5、6、7、8. Okay, so you have got 8, and then the other. Okay, so okay, so it will be your turn now. Now, let me, before you do this exercise, let me explain to you what they are, okay? So we are now comparing two approaches. One is the bridge approach, while another one is the tunnel approach. Now, we are not talking about how to construct harbor crossing. So when we talk about harbor crossing, we can use a bridge. We can also use a tunnel, okay? So we are now comparing about their, comparing about their length of facility. 即係話咧，如果你用個 bridge 嘅話，佢幾長啦。And then the number of traffic lanes available。哦，你過海啊，咁有幾多條 lane 啦？Visual impact，OK？Visual impact 視覺上嘅影響啦。Extent 程度啦，你要愛咧填海要填幾多啦？Cost 成本啦。Duration, and date of commencement. Commencement 幾時開始啊？得唔得？好啦。I would like you to try to do it here。好，試下入嚟同我做咗佢，睇下用咩形容詞啊，好唔好啊？譬如 when we talk about environmental impact，咁我哋會話點講啊？喂，快啲啊！嗱，我想講咧，咁淺咧就唔會叫你哋做嘅，一定係有啲嘢咧係伏伏地噶啦。譬如話 later 咁佢早啲咧，早啲係叫咩字啊？ 最難係 extend 係咪啊？好啦，嚟咯噃。嗱 ，what I want to tell you is，嗱 ，if you do not look at the criteria here，嗱 ，because we have set the criteria, we have set the word here called cost. So when we talk about cost, do we say the cost is more expensive? Do we say the cost is more expensive? So which adjective would you use? Yeah, we use higher cost, lower cost. 嗱呢度咧，你聽一聽你哋嚇。嗱有兩種唔同嘅 adjective 你哋可以用嘅。如果你哋唔理個 criteria 呢隻字咧，你唔理佢extent、cost、duration 呢啲字咧，咁當然咧你就可以講話啊 ，it's more expensive 啦。If we use 個 bridge approach 係咪啊？但係咧，當我哋有個 cost 呢個字嘅時候咧，我哋有一樣嘢叫做 collocation，叫字詞嘅配搭啊。咁你就必定要將個字詞配搭咧嗰個形容詞同埋個名詞咧係要啱。咁呢個咧 ，you can use the website called just the word. Now I put it on the front page of Google document. Okay. Now, how are we going to use just the word this website? Now, do we put the word cost first? Okay. Now, when we put the word cost, I want to know the adjective before cost. High cost, low cost. 我可唔可以叫做 great cost 咧？可唔可以叫 large cost 咧？好啦，我哋去 adjective 先 ，adj。Yes, adj。嗱，最長一條咧叫 low cost 低價格。OK， 平均 cost 嘅 average cost， 我哋睇一啲咧長條線嗰啲，即係比較多人用先。我 total cost、high cost 係咪啊 ？low cost， 咁我哋睇下有冇人用啦。其他咧叫做 expensive 嘅 cost。嗱，就算你話咧可能都啱嘅，但係如果你見到人哋咧唔多人用咧，即係其實喺一個西方國家以英文為母語嘅國家，其實佢哋都唔多使用咧，咁我就傾向都唔會用。咁我哋不如睇晒先啦，好唔好啊 ？Average cost 啦 ，considerable cost，considerable 即係相當大啦 ，enormous 嘅大啦 ，heavy cost 啦都會啦，係咪啊 ？Low cost， 咁跟住咧 ，and then high cost、additional cost、extra cost，and then total cost， 係咪啊？咁我哋咧暫時好似見唔到 expensive cost 喎。嗱 ，do you know why I introduced this website? The reason is whenever you need to think of the right adjectives， 咁你就一定要去揾呢個 website 先話到俾你聽啦。好啦，我俾多一個好簡單嘅例子 dinner 啦。I want to say 煮啊，我可唔可以 cook dinner 咧？我假設我唔識啊 ，cook，or we can eat dinner, we can have dinner. 哦 ，cook dinner 都幾多人講喎，我知啦。但我可唔可以叫 swallow dinner 啦 ？swallow 叫吞啊。咁一個外國人可能唔識噶嘛，係咪啊？咁啊，sorry，一個外國人一個學英文嘅人，可能佢啱啱學嘅，佢唔識，佢就知道呢紮字咧都係解做咧係食嘢嘅。譬如奶啊、吞啊、照啊，咁你可唔可以話我照飯咧 ？chill dinner 咁啦。誒，咁我就 check 下啦。原來咧 we have dinner，we eat dinner， 係咪啊？attend dinner 出席啦 ，I go for dinner 咁樣咯，明唔明白啦？我希望你哋咧好好咁使用啦，呢個叫做 just the word。好啦 ，shall we come back？ 咁咧 course 呢度咧，我哋會話 lower、higher， 知唔知道？好啦 ，duration 咧呢個比較淺啦，你哋一定會識噶啦，唔會錯噶啦呢個。Duration, we have long duration 見唔見啊 ？Long duration, short duration. Oh, long and short. Okay. Data earlier, later. Very good. 好啦 ，impact 啦 impact 咧，係咪用 big 同 small 咧 ？So we check the word impact 影響啦。嗱 ，impact 形容詞我哋要去到後邊，我 big impact、great impact。哦，原來我哋都會用 great 呢個字嘅，咁所以咧呢度咧你中意用 great 都冇問題嘅，知唔知道？好啦 ，same 咧一定要加個 the 嘅。好啦 ，length 呢個比較淺啦，係咪啊 ？longer、bigger、greater、smaller。好 ，extent 啊，程度啦。嗱，程度呢個咧係唔過10係咪叫50,000 即係5萬啊？咁呢個係10萬啦，係咪啊？100,000。So shall we go to extent？ 好 ，see extent 係啦，係咪 verb 啊 ？No，we need to have the adjective。好啦 ，great and large 都有喎，原來好大嘅程度 great extent。咁我哋就唔會話 big 咯。你唔好諗住咧，覺得好淺啫嘛，係咪啊？我自己作啦，但係就咁淺，你有得 check grammar， 你都唔去 check， 咁啊一讀咗上去，我哋覺得好唔順口㗎啦會。Great and large，OK？、啊唔係喎，唔係 smaller 喎 ，lesser。我哋睇下佢點寫好唔好啊？嗱，好長好多條線，即係話其實好多人。咁呢啲咧係一個 database 咧，係啲外國咧，譬如 broadcasting 啦、radio broadcasting 啊、newspaper、interview 啊、magazine 啊、newspaper journal 啊呢啲咁嘅嘢啦、website 啊，咁佢哋咧變咗電子化咗佢嘅。lesser 係啦 ，to a lesser extent 程度少啲啊 ，to a lesser extent 見唔見到啊 ？to a lesser extent 呢個咧就叫做少啲嘅程度咁樣樣咯。咁你又可以用 to a lesser 咁樣咯。O 唔 OK 啊？好啦 ，finally 啦，嗱。因為咧，我係諗住下堂先同你開咧 similarities and differences，咁啊，所以咧今日咧最後咧就同你做埋呢個 exercise。嗱，this one is to ask you，嗱，if you know that visual impact on the harbour 啦 ，we know the verb，we know the adjective is great impact 咁樣啦，咁佢就叫你寫下成個句子出嚟。咁咧，因為你哋咧係未去真係真正學嘅，咁所以我就諗住咧，我做俾你睇，好嘛？嗱 ，maybe we use number 5 and 6 as the example，OK？Number 5咯。And 6 as example. Number 5 is the course. Number 6 is the duration. OK？ 咁咧 page 73嘅得唔得？好啦，嗱，睇下我點寫啦。我首先會講咧，關於個錢方面。OK？In terms of course。Ready 未啊 ？O 唔 OK 啊？但係漲唔漲㗎？哦 ，OK，I can 你可唔可以好嗱 ，in terms of course 嗱 ，of course you can say regarding concerning 得唔得 ？In relation to with regard to 呢啲全部我都會咧整好啲 notes 俾你哋嘅，咁就其實你呢度上嚟攞咯。嗱，呢啲全部都係解關於咯，知唔知道？誒，關於錢方面啊，咁我就會咁寫啦。tunnel that of tunnel approach is higher than that of the bridge approach. Okay， 首先咧我就講咗 that of the tunnel approach is higher than that of， 咁呢個 that of 要留意啦。 咁呢度點解用 that of 啦？因為我會話關於 cost 方面 ，that of the tunnel approach 咧係 higher than the cost of the bridge approach 嘅。好啦 ，while 呢度開始難啦 ，look a billion。好啦 ，does anybody know 點樣講咧 ？tunnel approach 咧係要6個 billion 啦。有冇諗到啊？點樣講咧？6係咩啊？6係 tunnel 喎。你點樣可以講到咧 ？tunnel approach 係6啊？啱唔啱啊？喂 ，While the tunnel approach is $6 billion。啱啱？呢句嗱 ，while here just mean although 啊嚇，咁所以唔使睇啦，唔使懷疑我個 while 啦，我個 while 係啱嘅嚇。Although 個 tunnel approach 咧係6個 billion，the bridge approach 咧 is just。Can anybody tell me? Am I right? 死啦！我 break 完翻嚟之後咧，好似冇問過你哋嘢，我全部就一輪嘴喺度講，你哋都唔知瞓着咗未？啱唔啱 ？Tunnel approach is $6 billion。呢個咧係好多同學都會犯嘅錯處。你唔可以咧用6個 billion 咧買起咗㗎。嗱，我哋如果我會話啦，呢部電話手提電話係$600，OK。Because you spend $600, you can get a mobile phone。但係你唔可以話啦，嗰個嘅隧道嘅嗰個方法係6個 billion， 明唔明白啦？呢啲嘢咧唔係一個工程嚟嘅，唔係一件物件買得到嘅。咁所以我哋係唔會咁樣寫㗎。咁我哋應該點寫啊？最簡單話我哋俾錢咯。While we will need to pay。Well, we will need to pay $6 billion for the tunnel approach. We just need to pay billion for now. It is only one way here. There are so many different ways when we talk about price. 嗱，錢方面咧，一定咧我會教得好仔細，因為你可以話我哋俾錢，我哋俾咧6個 billion 啦，去揀呢個。但係咧，你有時唔用話我哋俾啦。你話佢會需要幾多錢都得嘅，你可能有時你會話啦，乜乜收我哋幾多錢 ，charge 我哋都得嘅。咁可唔可以話 needs 咧 ？requires 咧就唔得嘅。呢啲咧係好中文式嘅，需要五個 billion 咁。咁我哋通常都會話佢 charge 咯，得唔得啊 ？charge 咯，邊個收費咯？咁又或者用個 passive voice， 我哋可能會咁啊。嗱，如果我哋唔知邊間公司，譬如 company A charge 1 million 咁樣啦。咁如果你話我唔知邊間公司嘅，咁可能我哋會話啦6個 billion 啦，會被 charge 咯。咁都得嘅，知唔知道？明唔明白？咁呢個咧，我咧再下次咧詳細再同你哋講，好唔好啊？好啦，嗱 ，let's round up what did we do today， 好冇？嗱 ，today I have introduced to you different set of practice paper. We have 4 set of practice paper and 1 report structure. Saved, all saved here. Do you see practice paper 1, 2, 1, 2, and then we have got a report structure. And I also remind you of the deadline of the NLP, which is on the 2nd. The NLP deadline is coming. 2nd of April is the deadline. All right, and then I have shown you a sample. This is a sample. okay, of the finding section. Now for the finding section, we expect students to be able to write something called more, all right? So that's why I introduce a number of adjectives. Now, when you know the adjectives, we also need to, know how do we make comparison. In what situation we use ER, or when we use ER, one syllable. When we use more than three syllables. And for two syllables like these, compact, or not end in Y, so we will say more compact. But bulky 啦，兩個音節 but end in Y 喎 ，bulkier, heavier。好啦 ，lightweight 咧冇 end in Y 喎，咁咪 more lightweight 咯。And then we also learn, using the website called Just the Word 啦。咁我哋就可以 check 到啲字有啲咩嘅字詞配搭用得啱嘅。咁啊，最後咧亦都有講啦，呢個應該係最頭講啦。When we make comparison, we should not forget talking about the similarities. 如果你淨係講佢 differences 咧，你只係講咗佢嘅一半。咁所以咧，我會下堂咧真係攞 practice paper 咧開始教你點樣寫㗎啦，好冇？嗱 ，next week is already lesson 10. Now I am marking your assignment, so from time to time you will receive my feedback. 咁我會咧俾翻份卷你啦，同埋我錄段音話俾你聽有啲咩留意啊咁樣，好冇？咁你哋自己留意住，如果無端端我 send 信息俾你，通常都係因為咧要話俾你聽嗰份feedback 㗎啦，嗰份卷嘅 feedback 㗎啦，好冇？好啦，let me download the attendance. 好啊，好 I will see you next time. See you next week. Okay. Thank you for coming, boys and girls. Thank you. Bye bye. Yes， 喺度。好啊。有啊 ，clinic sessions 有啊，有啊。我會咧喺呢一度咧呢啲啊，啲 clinic session paper 咧我會啊，咁我會喺咧你哋交功課嗰個交 EA paper，不過我就唔會打開你哋份 EA paper 啦，我就用呢啲咧去，咁所以應該我會喺我可能我10零號嗰啲。